Forward, Dr. Ranoj Pegu, the Honorable Cabinet Minister of Education and Welfare of Plains, Tribes and Backward Classes of Government of Assam. He is the former Chief Executive Member of the Missing Autonomous Council and MBBS from Guwahati Medical College. Dr. Ranoj Pegu was given the portfolio by portfolio of the Education Minister, and ERDF takes this opportunity to felicitate Sir for his honorable services. Our students have also wanted to present a token of appreciation. Our students, please kindly come forward. We would also like to request Honorable Chancellor Sir and Viva
Chief guest of this great occasion, Dr. Ranoj Pegu Sir, Honorable Minister of Education, Government of Assam, our very close associate and advisor, and presently Advisor of Education, Government of Assam, Professor Nani Gopal Mohanta Sir, esteemed MLAs from Lakipur, Sri Kaushik Rai, Sri Mihirkanti Shom, Honorable MLA Udarband, Sri Khaliluddin Majumdar Sahab, MLA Katigada, and Mr. Abdul Aziz, the MLA of our own constituency, Badarpur, Dr. Vivasdev Sir, esteemed dignitaries sitting across the dais, faculty members, and most importantly, my dear students from various institutions of ERD. Sir, ERD Foundation, although it was a lonely journey, it was, I can say, ekla chalore journey, but now I must say it is a journey of more than 20,000 people who are directly associated with the foundation in our 8 institutions, and more than 1100 people who are working in different positions from Vice Chancellor to the operational staff in various institutions. The institution, if I say one example, if I talk about Professor Nani Gopal Mohanta Sir, although he is the advisor of Government of Assam, but I must recall 2 important occasions. Student must be silent, please. I must recall as a chapter. One was the occasion, Sir was the organizer at Southeast Asian Conference in Guwahati University. He has sent the invitation, he personally called me, Oksab Kali Ahibo, both bhal manu ahibo, apnak sinaki korai din. And next day I went there, I reached nearly 30 minutes late. All ministers were there and delegates from Laos and other countries. And so busy schedule, but he introduced me to the different eminent dignitaries, saying that he is a great entrepreneur of our state. Similarly, another occasion where our present Chief Minister was there, we came out after a tribute ceremony in Kalaketro. And Dr. Himanta Vishwakarma just going out. At the same time, I was trying to go outside the venue. But he said that, hey, Olopman Rahaksun. Dewa he say, Olopman Kotapati. Then he was just, our chief minister, he is introduced Hoksabya Olopman Kotapati Bobisari. He said that, that was the people advisor and well-wisher of ERD Foundation. And many people, if we write a small story of ERD Foundation, we have to mention few people who have touched our heart by giving their advice and their love and affection in our journey, entire journey today, whatever we have. Rupees per biga. And now, every Sunday, more than 3-4 parties, they do the shooting for their cinema and everything. So we try to create destinations. And today, USTM is one of the destinations, I must say, and we say it is a happening university. On 26 and 27, All India Political Science Conference is there. Professor Nani Gopal Mohanta sir is a part of political science, he is knowing. Where EBC chairman is coming and many ministers and governors, they have also accepted the invitation. And more than 1500 political science professors are coming. 2023, All India Vice Chancellor Conference has been fixed by Association of Indian University at USTM. So today, although people are there in the beginning of the journey, very few people are there, but we are taken care of by many people like Nani Gopal Mohanta sir, even today, Honorable Education Minister. We just in last 4 or 5 days we made communication, and when I have seen his entire schedule, I was so grateful and I prayed for him that instead of busy schedule, he has accepted our invitation. And for your information, that in the government schedule, Central Public School Badarpur entry was not there. But he has entered, he has addressed our children, and now he will be addressing you. Sir, with this commitment, another feature of our institution that our institutions are empowered by the women. Our USTM has a 57% girl students. Our university, USTM, have 69% women's faculty. And in front of you, we have a women's college. Not too much enrollment, we have 160 plus children. But we have to work, because this is my personal understanding, that if we want to empower women, then we can empower the society. So with this motive, sir, in future we have a understanding and commitment. And from last few days, we are working extensively that we want to come up with a dream women's university in this part of the region. And this women's university will have a special feature to promote science. Sir, we can start a general university, but we started University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya. And recently, NET result has been declared. 23 students cracked NET examination, EDC NET. And we are waiting for the CSIR NET, and we are hopefully another 15-20 students will qualify. If we are coming up with a women's university, we will be focusing on vocational education, skill-based education, and as well as the science. We don't have any science college in entire Barakpally, sir, in 3 districts. We don't have a science college. And in last few years, because of some junior college, emergence of junior college, now science is partially promoted. But we are very poor in the lower education, especially in school education. Our science is very poor, and we don't have a science college. So we are very much interested to work for the science. This pharmacy college, we have extensive research facilities available, and we have a commitment that we will be coming up with a master degree also in the pharmacy college. And if this women's university, certainly your blessings, your advice is very much required. Sir, I must mention Professor Nirmal Kumar Chaudhary, who was from the very beginning. So Professor Shamudra Fukan sir, the former principal of Jawad Engineering College. The people who made us, and they visited with us in this forest area in the Meghalaya. Now everywhere people asking why you are in Meghalaya, you are being a person from Assam. You have to have an establishment in Assam. Yes, I am from Karimganj, so we have small setup is here. But
government and the non-government organizations and entrepreneurs, if we truly build up our educational system, our educational infrastructure educational network that is the need of the hour for a developing country like India. Whenever I visit a school or the college, it pains because I have the opportunity to visit some of the best schools of the country. I have the opportunity to even through internet medium. We have the opportunity to choose the facilities available in educational institutions across the world and compare that with the educational institutions of my country, particularly in the rural areas. When I go to a government school, when I go visit rural institutions, there is just a classroom where the students comes and sit. There is no facilities for inculcating the extracurricular talents of the students. Not to speak about a good auditorium, not to speak about a good stadium, we simply don't have even a good playground. Education, it should always be holistic. It can never be confined to a few textbooks. Because the primary objective of the education, it is not to give degrees alone, or the certificate or diploma, but the primary objective of education is to make the human being a disciplined person in the society. There is a human life in a society, it should always be structured. Unstructured, indisciplined persons in the society, it is a big problem for the society as a whole. Because various kinds of crimes are mostly committed by the indisciplined persons of the society who do not abide by the laws, who do not abide by the rules. But the rules, teaching of the rules, the teaching of the laws of the country, it begins in the schools, in the educational institutions. So, to make the leadership of Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, we have decided very big investment in the education. We are giving rupees 3 crore to 209 numbers of higher secondary schools who have completed 75 years of age since their establishment. So 3 crore we are giving to the higher secondary schools, not only to build classroom, but in addition to have a good auditorium, to have a good playground, to provide other facilities to the students. 2,500 numbers of schools are being given rupees 50 lakhs each for development of the infrastructure. In higher education, as Dr. Nani Gopal Mohanta has elaborately said about the importance of women education, and Mahbubul Haq has established a women college. The importance of women education cannot be ignored, and that is why the government has also taken initiative to establish women colleges. Women colleges, and particularly in the minority-dominated areas, considering the fact that women in the minority areas are lagging behind in education. 9 numbers of women colleges will be functional very soon. There will be more women, especially women colleges in the state. We are making huge investment for the engineering colleges, polytechnic, and different degree colleges. Now, as you know, we have established a good number of new universities. There is a saying going on around that every district will have one university, at least state university. We have established the Madhav Dev University, Bhatta Dev University, Sati Sadhani University, and we are converting some of the colleges, existing colleges, into universities. Now, my appeal to the colleges in Barak Valley, someone might question me why such universities are not being proposed. My appeal to the colleges, existing colleges, that colleges should make an effort to become autonomous colleges. And when one college becomes autonomous colleges, it is in its own way going to be a university very soon. The difference between a normal college and an autonomous college is like, it is just The colleges, they depend on the university to get the degree. The college itself cannot offer degree. But the autonomous college, when the status is acquired, the autonomous college can give degree on its own to its students. So the colleges, if they come forward, very soon there will be, these colleges will again be upgraded into university. In higher education, the government is making huge investment. Then again, finally, the investment made by the government alone is not sufficient enough to meet the requirement of educational infrastructure, educational system, institutions in the state. And we are, whenever someone is coming up to establish a private institution, to establish a private university, we are encouraged. In Assam, the Sankardet, Mahapurush Srimanta Sankardet University, now then this Auniyati Satra, they have come up to establish a new private university in the state. Government of Assam is extending all sorts of support. It's a cooperation in establishing these new universities. With the same principle, Mahbubul Haq, whatever initiative the ERD Trust has been taking to establish quality educational institutions in Assam, I assure that this trust will get all sorts of support and cooperation from government of Assam. And I hope very soon he has established a university in Meghalaya. He will very soon be establishing an university in Hon'ble. And from my end, there will be full support. And each university, we have already established one women university, that is Assam Women University at Jorhat. And if the ERD Trust establishes another women university in Barak Valley, I'll be the happiest person. And my full support and cooperation is a great initiative. Then regarding medium of instruction, already the government of Assam, we have been giving support. We are running schools in 9 medium, Assamese, Bengali, English, Manipuri, Garo, Mar, Bodo, etc. languages. Sometimes, whenever a few months back, when the news was released, the government is establishing other school in English medium under CBSE group. There was a hue and cry. The government is favoring more the English medium schools and neglecting the vernacular medium schools like Assamese and Bengali. No, we are not neglecting the vernacular medium schools like Assamese, Bengali or Bodo. The large number of schools in the state are in vernacular medium, Assamese, Bodo, Bengali, etc. But at the same time, government has the responsibility to meet the increasing demand for English medium schools as well. And that is why Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, he has announced that every constituency of Assam will be having at least one model school, Adarsh Vidyalaya, in English medium under CBSE, where study of the local language, that is either Bengali or Assamese or Bodo, etc. languages, will be compulsory. It is in the government model schools. Right now I have been told there are 2 schools functional. So in next few years there will be 14 schools, Adarsh Vidyalaya in Barak Valley, and that will to a great extent help the poor students. And these schools will be not directly run by the government. These schools will be run by a Adarsh Vidyalaya Sangathan, constituted in the line of Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan or the Navodaya Vidyalaya Sangathan, and respected Dr. Nani Gopal Mohanta, he is presently the chairman of the Adarsh Vidyalaya Sangathan. So he will be visiting those Adarsh Vidyalaya. Similarly, there are a few Government of Assam under the Minority Development Department, several schools have been constructed. We are thinking how to develop what kind of education. Either these schools will be under the Adarsh Vidyalaya Sangathan or there will be special category of model school. Tea garden area we are putting much emphasis because tea garden areas are lagging behind. So we have already constructed 119 numbers of model schools, secondary schools in tea garden areas, and by the beginning of this new academic session, we will operationalize about 90 to 900 schools in the next academic session.